Hey everybody, Bart here, and I'm going to have to work with the light today. So some of the time I'll be in the shade, and some of the time I won't be in the shade. And so just listen for my voice. This is a brand new class that we're doing Thursdays at noon. It's a HIT class. So we're still going to have a normal warm-up. We're going to work through a HIT cycle of exercises that I coached one of my members this morning on. I'm going to use a 25-pound kettlebell. You can always do these exercises with free weights. I have some free weights here to help demonstrate. Or you could just use your body weight. Anytime you move is good. Anytime that you're moving your tissues around, that's a good thing. So let's take a moment, stand on up, and let's work some stretching. So let's start with 10 arm circles. After the stretch, I'm going to pause for a moment. I'm going to turn on my interval timer, and we're going to go through 4 rounds of exercise, or 4 exercises, 2 rounds, followed by a core section. All right, rolling out my shoulders, flipping over my yoga mat, getting loose. Nice and warm outside right now. Super cold this morning. This class is going to be reserved for noon every Thursday for the rest of the month. Probably not on Thanksgiving Day, but we'll see. All right, work some gentle twists. Now I've done this 5 or 6 times today already. So I'm pretty loose. Feel free to take the number that I give you and double it. If you need a more thorough warm-up, just about any time you catch me filming, I'll have already done these stretches 4 or 5 times. So you need to pause and come back to it. Just pause and come back to it. Rolling out my wrists. And just for the sake of having this be an express warm-up, I'm going to walk through the exercises that you can find in my stretch break videos. Okay? All right. Working my lateral stretch. Working up and over. If you caught my stretch break from earlier, you'll know I'm just doing this ever so slightly until my body agrees to make this shape. Your lateral stretch might be right here, and that's cool. Or it might be all the way over. So feel it out. Working ourselves back, hitting some of those 10 huts. I'm really enjoying being outside right now. I don't usually have this much space to move, so I'm going to take advantage of it. My 10 huts, I breathe in as I pinch my shoulder blades together. I breathe out as I bring my forearms to touch. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from the mouth. Get a couple more. All right. Marching in place. Marching in place. That's pretty good. Let's kick the butt. And let's tap the heel. And let's do an old reliable windmill standing. Bending the knees. Working out. Back. All right. So we're going to have 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. I'm using an interval timer that's free from the App Store. You can get it on all Apple devices, possibly Droid. Excuse me. And it's free on your desktop. However, depending on what laptop you're using, your personal or your work, it might not be the most reputable of sites. I'm going to show you. Interval timer looks like. No thanks. Interval timer looks like this. So I've selected one called Hiit that I've previously set up. Everyone's going to start with a 10-second timer. I've set the first one to go off for 40 seconds on. Next one to go off for a 20-second break. Now 40 seconds on, it'll sound like this. 20 seconds off is going to sound like this. So there's a difference in the dings. Now, first grouping of exercises is going to be over here in the shade. I'm working down and up, down and up. So we call this a squat, high pull right here. Our next exercise is going to be bicep curl, bicep curl, bicep curl. And then we're going to have an overhead press, 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 followed by a tactical lunge, where I lunge in place, holding a weight on one side of the body. Now with that one, instead of doing 2 separate rounds, I'm going to hammer out 8, flip 8. That should be pretty close to 40 seconds. Now, if I push it and I make more, I'm going to call it out and say I got 10 and 10. Now, if I was to do those exercises with weights, I could always do squat and lose the upright, or I could do a squat, upright, squat, upright. Now, I've actually never coached that exercise before, and I didn't fall in love with it when I just did it just now. So I'd prefer that you probably did the squat. Bicep curl, you do a bicep curl, or we could do a hammer curl. The overhead press, press up, or I could press up. And then the only difference, our tactical lunge, is I'd focus on one side of the body. Now, you don't need any weights for this. You could always do some intentional squeezes, where I'm holding an isometric contraction with the bicep. I could do some reaching overhead. You may not have spent 40 seconds doing that before. A lot of work. And then with the lunges, obviously you can do some good lunges. Obviously you can do some good squats. I'm gonna get ready for this. Grab my weight. I'm gonna find an area I'm a little bit less than that direct sunlight. I'm gonna start with 10-second timer. I can have a sip of coffee. All right. I'm ready. You ready? Let's go. All right. Getting my squat. Upright row. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Man, it's the third time I've done this today. I'm feeling it. And you could always do more than 2 rounds. I selected 2 rounds for my body so that the video is brief. I don't need to do 16 rounds a day. I can just do 2 with you here, and we can call it even. So I got 20 seconds. Got time to breathe. Got time to stretch out if I need to. Going back live in 7. Grab my weight. And I'm going to begin. Ding, ding. All right. Still breathing. Now, I might accomplish more than 10 reps here. This one's pretty easy for me. Not easy for everybody. I get that. This one might be my 20 rep. Whereas with the squat, I probably did 10 or 12. With the lunge, I'm going for at least 16 total, about 8 on each side. And I might drag it out just to spare my legs. You're welcome to do more. Like I said, you can repeat the rounds. You can keep going. You could even just take these exercises, break them out, and just do 4 sets of 10, 5 sets of 10. Whatever's clever. All right, getting into that overhead press. Squeezing in my guts. Squeezing in my core. Press and lock. Working with the breath. Keep breathing. Couple more. That's good. All right, getting ready for that tactical lunge. Ooh, I'm starting to perspire a little bit. Feeling the sweat beads. Again, I'm going to fix my legs. I'm going to get about 8. Toss it over, switch position, get about 8. You should spend a couple seconds in transition, so let's get ready and go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's enough. We got 4, 2, break. All right, grab a sip of water if you need a sip of water or coffee. We're going to do it again. Here we go. Squat to upright row. Let's go. One. All right. Find a little shade. It's hot here. That's a good November sun right there, man. Get ready for my bicep curls. Let's go. Work the breath. There it is. Got two more. We'll stretch it out. Got that overhead press, that tactical lunge, and then we're going to hit 4 or 5 really meaningful stretches. Getting ready for that overhead press. Coming back. Let's go. Nice. I got time for a sip of water. Hell yeah. I'll tell you what, that stretch can't come soon enough. I'm feeling my left hamstring cramp up. I'm gonna survive though. That lunge. Just imagine that I'm going lower. This is as low as I can stand, my friends. Switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Ting, ting. All right. That's our HIIT workout for today. Now, the benefits of HIIT are that you can get into a high heart rate, you're gasping for air, and then that energy that you're using is going to carry on. And it's going to take a while for your metabolism to slow down. And so you can get a big output in less time. All right. So we're getting into a straddle. We're going to start with our forearms on the thighs. We're going to rock our hips a few times. If I have any of you who are able and daring, work down to the hands. Still rocking back on the hips. All right. Working ourselves up. Working into a standing quad stretch. Taking this right hand, right ankle. Shake it out. Left ankle. Following immediately. Working into our 4 square hip stretch. Crossing over. Holding on to something if you need to hold on to something. Sitting back. Stretching out that right butt cheek. All right, getting that other side. Very good. Now, you need to see my feet for this one. Nobody likes this one. I'm the only one who likes this exercise. That's okay. Into a curtsy. I've hinged my hips back. I've bent this knee and I'm working down right hand towards left foot. All right, switch the sides. Now, if you're vulnerable in the low back, I'm pulling in tight. It's a matter of habit for me. I can't hold you all to the same standard I hold myself. So always think about when you're in a bent over position to pull in your core. Let's wrap it up with 2 more stretches. Another one of my daily go-tos. Interlacing the fingers, stretch it out, lift it up into an extension. And out, followed by arm across. Taking this left palm face up, stretching the chest over. And that other side. All right. Good work today. Thank you to those of you who tune in today, to those who tune in the future. Take care of yourself. Until next time, take it easy.